Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and today I am doing something that I usually do not do. I am actually picking a TBR for May that has absolutely nothing to do with any readathons, which is kind of crazy for me because usually I don't do that because I'm such a mood reader. But the thing is that with all these readathons and everything, I have been reading like first and second books in a series and then not being able to continue on with them. So basically my theme for May is trying to finish the series, or at least continue the series that I have already started, but just haven't continued on with. So I went through and picked out a bunch of books on my bookshelves that I either already have or there's a couple that I actually need to buy. So without any further ado, let's just get into it. So the first set of books that I need to read the Raven Cycle series. That is the Raven King, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and the Dream Thieves. I read the Raven Boys for the Owls TBR, and of course these other ones didn't really fit into the Owls TBR, so I did not get to continue with those. Like I said in that video, I am not entirely sure that I'm going to continue after maybe the second book, but I'm going to at least give it another chance. Because of course I already bought all the books because, you know, I can't just buy one book in the series to see if I like it. I gotta buy a whole damn series at the same time, which is not an uncommon theme for me, so don't be alarmed. So the next one is Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. This is the third book in the Diviners series, and you guys have heard me talk about this series. I don't really care for it all that much, but I bought the first three books all at the same time. Of course, I do not have the fourth book, so we will see. If I really can't get through this book, because I have had a hell of a time getting into it. Like, I have a bookmark in there, so I've started it. I'm not really thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm going to give it one more shot before I decide to DNF it. I highly, highly doubt that I'm going to be picking up the fourth book in this series. I know it's a booktube darling. I know a bunch of people love it, but I don't have strong, feelings for it. So the next two books I actually need to buy. I will throw pictures up on the screen so you guys can see what they look like. These are the next two books in the His Fair Assassin trilogy. Those are by LaFevers. First one was Grave Mercy, which I read. And there is A Dark Triumph and Mortal Heart. Now, I really enjoyed the first book in this series. I thought it was going to be more of a fantasy, and it ended up being more of a historical romance with a little bit of fantasy magic-ish stuff kind of thrown in there, but I really enjoyed it. I zipped right through the book and I thoroughly enjoyed the story, so I really want to continue on with that. I do have the first book in kind of like a spin-off series in the same world that I want to get to, but I think I need to read these two first, so I'm definitely going to be picking those up this month and actually getting through them. So the next two books are, of course, books 6 and 7 in Harry Potter, and that is The Half-Blood Prince and The Deathly Hallows. I just finished reading book 5 at the beginning of April, and I decided that I wanted to this month continue on with these two. Now these two are pretty thick, so I may not get to both of these in this month, but I'm trying to read at least one a month because these are kind of like palate cleansers for me. I read them if I'm going into a reading slump, or if I just need something a little lighter and fluffier, which I know these last two books are not exactly light and fluffy, but because I already know what's going to happen, it doesn't take much brain power for me to actually read them. So yeah. Now, funny thing is that I actually have the 7 books set on my Kindle app, and I've read them that way, no problem. But I started picking up the Ravenclaw 20th anniversary editions of the books, and of course only the first 4 books are out in those editions. And I decided that I really wanted to physically read them. So I went out and bought the last 3 books in a physical edition, which I will get rid of once I get the other 20th anniversary editions. So now I have 2 different sets of Harry Potter books, one in ebook format and one in physical format. So yeah, I didn't need to, but I did anyway, because I don't know, there's just something about picking up that physical book that's just feels right. Plus the smell of the books, you guys know what I'm talking about, you read. So yeah. So the next book that I want to pick up is A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. This is the third book in the Ember and the Ashes series. I still, at this point in time, have not finished the second book in the series, but I need to finish it for my Owls Readathon, so I will definitely be doing that. So this one I'm definitely going to be picking up in the month of May. And the last and final book is Tale of Nightmares by Kendare Blake, and this is the second book in the Anna Dressed in Blood series, and I bought both of those at the same time, so I already had it on my shelf. Like I said, the first one was really easy to read, very fast paced, so I think this one will be too, so it should not be too difficult for me to get through. So that is 10 books on my TBR for the month of May, which I think is a pretty good number as far as getting through physical books. I'm still going to read ebooks. I'm still going to listen to audiobooks. That is, if I go back to work, I'm still going to listen to audiobooks anyway. I don't tend to listen to them at home, but I tend to listen to them in the car. And quarantine, I'm not exactly driving anywhere. So anyway, so I definitely think that I can get through 10 of those books, or at least the majority of them, and catch up on some of the series that I have not been able to read. So anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I would really love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe my videos. Have a great day.